The most important thing from this video that you really shouldn't do is...
Y'all stick around, this is a real cliffhanger.
In this video I'm gonna react to a video called 10 Things Not to Do in the Netherlands. This video comes from a channel called Destination Tips. They got 273,000 subscribers. The links are down below. Give them some love. Greetings from Tycho. Okay, let's start.
The Netherlands. There are so many things to discover in this wonderful country. But before you visit them, remember these 10 things not to do. Know before you go. Number 1. Don't call the Dutch Germans.
Definitely don't call us Germans. Through the years it happens so many times. Tourists or foreigners, they're trying to talk Dutch to us, you know, to me, to the Dutchies. But they're actually talking German. They're saying stuff like danke, which means thank you. But in Dutch we don't say danke, we say dankje or dank u. It sounds like each other, but it's a big difference. And every time when people are talking German or just, you know, trying to be polite and nice and saying German words to us, then
I am furious!
Then I correct them, of course. I say, no. I want to hear anything but that. You know, talk Spanish to me, talk Chinese, anything but Germany.
A lot of people confuse the word Dutch with Deutsch. And no, it's not the same thing. Dutch is the name of Netherlands citizens and the language they speak, whereas Deutsch means German in the German language. So you see, there's a huge difference. Number 2. Don't call it Holland. The Netherlands is a country with 12 provinces. It means lower countries in reference to its low elevation and flat topography. But Holland is a region referring to only 2 of those provinces.
Right. That's true. But also I think it's a little bit nitpicking. I, as a Dutch person, am saying this. Fairly recent, the Netherlands decided that, okay, we're officially not Holland. We want to be called the Netherlands officially. It happened like 2 years ago or something.
With a new PR push, it's asking us to forget Holland and think only of the Netherlands.
But also, there was this very famous TV program here from many years, and maybe it's still there, I don't know, I don't watch TV anymore, which is called Ik hou van Holland, or in English, I love Holland. And the program was about anything in the Netherlands and not just Holland. Very funny, you know, nice game show. What I'm saying is that even the Dutchies call the Netherlands just Holland, except for the nitpickers. And if you're one of those nitpickers, let me know in the comment section down below.
I am from Holland!
It's just a nickname. You know, it's kind of the same like people call New York the Big Apple. Another example, okay, when I say America, and many people, when they say America, they're just talking about the United States, North America. But when I say, oh yeah, that happens in America or something, then I don't mean South America. I'm not talking about Brazil or Suriname. I'm 25% from Suriname, by the way. I'm not talking about those countries. When we say America, we're just talking about the United States. And yes, it's not correct, and we know and everyone knows. And it's kind of the same thing here. Holland, the Netherlands, but if you say Holland, it's okay.
Some use Holland to refer to the whole of the Netherlands, which is wrong. Netherlands locals may take offense if you make this common mistake. Number 3. Don't abuse drugs. The Netherlands' capital, Amsterdam, is famous for the legalization of some narcotics. However, if during your stay you feel inclined to partake in these usually illegal substances, remember to tread lightly. You don't want to be one of those lame, wasted tourists making a fool of themselves on the streets of Amsterdam. Number 4. Don't wander into the bike lane.
Definitely Number 4, well, this should be number 1. Don't walk in the bike lanes. Yes, it happens so much and it happens so often, and they're just walking like it's a pedestrian road, like pointing at stuff and not paying attention at all. But what happens then? The true experienced cyclists who are driving around on their bike all their life, like me, for example.
You're a perfect example, you know.
We're not using the bell. We're not going to ring the bell like, ho ho, excuse me, I'm coming through. You know, some people might do that, but that's, in my opinion, usually the people out of Amsterdam. But in the big cities, I assume it's in Rotterdam, it's the same like in Amsterdam. We're not ringing the bell. We're just coming at you at full speed, not trying to hit you. We're gonna go slowly past you, you know, in front or behind. You know, actually, if you ring the bell, it goes slower. The person is gonna look behind. Oh, where am I going now? Oh, where should I go? But if you don't ring the bell, the person just continues to walk on a bike lane. I can go speedily, you know, past you. I don't have to go in a straight line necessarily. If I would want to go in a straight line, well, that would be a problem. That's not possible here in Amsterdam.
Straight, go straight, go straight.
Just try to stay out of the bike lanes, you know, would be nice.
Back home, the bike lanes may be less dangerous, but the Netherlands are so flat it makes them ideal for cycling. Bike lanes are much more crowded and the cyclists much more ruthless when people loiter unknowingly into their designated path.
This woman is lying on the floor, but she's just standing in front of the traffic light, because this is a Dam Square, and she maybe had issues standing still on the bike, like, oh, where am I going to put my foot? Maybe the seat of the bike was a little bit too high or something. I don't think that this was because people were walking in front of her.
Number 5. Don't forget to tap off. If you travel by train in the Netherlands, you need to tap your card on the reader before you board.
And not just by train, also by bus and tram and metro, you have to tap in and tap out.
Tap, tap, tap.
But don't forget to tap off when you pass back through the gates, even if they're already open. If you forget to tap off, the counter will still be going and you'll be charged the maximum ticket fare.
The maximum ticket fare, that would be around, I think, €20. But I don't know, because I really hardly use the public transport. I'm just cycling all the time. So how does it go in other countries? Because here you pay from station to station. So that's why you have to tap in and tap out. You pay for that distance. I understand if you got a 1-hour ticket or 24-hour ticket, you can travel unlimited. But this is if you got a card that you put money on, you know, you charge it with money. Then you just pay for what you travel.
Number 6. Don't take pictures in the red light district.
And I also made a video, my most watched video ever. 5 things you should know about Amsterdam, and one of them is definitely this point right here. Don't take pictures in the red light district. Avoid these mistakes. Really, check out this video. If you didn't watch it yet, it's a masterpiece. It's my baby.
Taking pictures in the red light district is not allowed. So if you are caught taking some, they can confiscate your camera or your phone. We're serious, don't do it. Number 7. Don't use tourist buses. If you're in Amsterdam and want a sightseeing tour, rather than taking a bus, you'll be sure to better enjoy a
camel cruise. Yeah, there are no tourist buses anymore here in Amsterdam, so I don't know, when's this video posted? 2020, the beginning of 2020. Okay, so maybe really right at the edge of when there were still tourist buses here, because since the pandemic, indeed, yeah, they're gone. And I don't think they're coming back as well.
Yes.
The only tourist buses you can take are if you're going from Amsterdam to other villages, you know, like Marken, Edam or Volendam. Then this bus will take you there and bring you back to Amsterdam. But there are no tourist buses anymore in Amsterdam, which is good, because it's a little bit, you know, full and crowded, and you might as well just take the bike.
So that's why we are going cycling.
And indeed, this boat is fun, I guess. Well, there are much better boats, because honestly, this boat, it's closed. Maybe the windows can open, but there are also other boats. Maybe you pay €10 more, but then you don't have a roof. You know, it's open, you can drink wine, eat cheese. And this is a little bit more like the McDonald's boat. What's the brand actually? Sightseeing Amsterdam. There's a couple of companies, you know, with boats like this. I think like 4 of them, but I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, maybe if you're with a group of 30 people and you want, you know, to save a little bit money or quite some money, well, then this is a good boat. But if you just are here with your partner or you and the kids, then just take the other boat.
Enjoy a cruise down the many canals.
Oh, but look at... I was just not talking about that the roof couldn't open, but this is a different boat. Here, the roof can also open. Okay, well, this is okay. I would prefer a boat which is half this size, but it is interesting. Let's forget about what I said before.
But I can't unsee that.
There are also plenty of riverside bars and restaurants to be discovered. Number 8. Don't speak Dutch. In the Netherlands, they speak Dutch and English, and according to many of the locals, Dutch is harder to master than Chinese, and they prefer it if you don't try. So unless you're planning on moving there, don't try to dabble in Dutch.
If tourists are trying to talk Dutch, or you know, people in general, there's tourists, outsiders, foreigners, I do appreciate it. I'm like, wow, sir, where did you learn that sentence? What is this? What's happening? Am I being punked?
Yeah, they punked us. They punked us good. Come on. Come on.
I think he just had to put in this point, and he was making this top 10, this person, because it's common known that the Dutch are very good in English, and automatically when we hear people talking Dutch to us, we're switching to English. If we hear like, oh wait, this person is struggling a little bit, or there's a little bit of an accent there, we're just switching to English automatically. They put it in other words to make it in this top 10 things not to do in the Netherlands.
Number 9. Don't show up unannounced.
Even if my plan is just to relax on the couch, to Netflix and chill, if unannounced people are coming, it's just, you know, the whole plan is crumbling apart in my mind. Like, no, I was gonna do this and that and that. And I don't know, it's the same as that someone asked me 2 hours before, like, hey Tycho, let's go, I don't know, let's go to the park. No, I don't want to go to the park. I'm gonna go Netflix and chill right now. That's in the agenda. I wrote it down. Netflix and chill. Or HBO or Amazon. Doesn't matter. Disney Plus, Apple TV.
There's too many streaming services!
But you know, I used to have a friend. He was from Congo, 100% from Congo, this dude. Whenever he used to come, he came unannounced. So whenever he'd come, he'd throw branches at my window, you know, from a tree. So every time, you know, when there was a loud sound against the window, bam, another branch, and it was like, oh yeah, there's my buddy, Flanchard again. Flanchard, that's his name. And eventually the whole family and all my friends, everyone knew, like, whenever there's a branch being thrown at the window, that loud sound.
All morning long we were talking about this, the fact there were no injuries.
Oh, it's Flanchard again, unannounced. It was good also. I mean, in that time of my life, I got to live with this, I don't know, me as a Dutch person, and like to plan things, but then, oh, there's a branch again. Okay, you know, everything's changing. But we're not friends anymore, so now I'm just structured again. Flanchard, maybe you're watching this. Let me know in the comment section, or I don't know, give me a call.
If you want to visit someone's home or workplace, you should always phone ahead first. They like to organise their day, and an unexpected visit may ruin their plans.
That's me. Yeah.
Number 10. Don't forget to say goodbye. If you are with a group of people and you want to leave, don't forget to say goodbye. It's an important piece of social etiquette to warn in advance that you are going to leave, and then shake hands as you bid farewell to everyone in the group. If you don't, they may think you're angry with them.
Okay, so you people, I don't know where you're from, you're not saying goodbye when you leave a party? Not even waving? Sneakily heading off the party? Like, okay, people are looking for you, like, where are you? I don't know. Isn't it normal to say goodbye when you go? Strange. Oh, let me know. Again, Flanchard, if you're watching this, do you say goodbye in Congo?
So be polite. Goodbye. Where do you want to know what not to do in next? Comment below.
Okay. Well, that was a nice little video. I think the most important thing from this video that you really shouldn't do is wander in those bicycle lanes. Alright, well that's it. Put the link to the channel down below, destination tips, give them some love. If you enjoyed this video, you might as well watch this video right here. 5 things you should know about Amsterdam. Avoid these mistakes. One of them you already know, that's don't make photos of those prostitutes. And just remember, if you got any stuff that you want me to react to, tychofromamsterdam@gmail.com, put reaction in the title. It doesn't have to be Amsterdam or the Netherlands related, it can be anything you want me to react to. Please let me know.